Hello, I'm here at the Pony Power Stables to do a series of interviews with Jennifer S. Walker, author of First Pony Advice, creator of the children's movie and book series The Pony Fairy, and qualified equestrian coach who has been involved with horses for over 30 years. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Jana. Welcome to the Pony Power Stables.
Thank you for having me. What do you look for in a horse or pony? And is there any particular breeds that you prefer?
So, what do I look for in a horse? Well, I guess it depends on horses for courses. What discipline are you doing? What sport are you doing? What's the job it's got to do? That would be my first thing. I'm not going to go and pick a warm blood to go chase a cow, although some of mine can. So first thing is what's the discipline I'm after. If I'm going to go and do cutting, I want a cutting bred quarter horse for the job. If I'm going to go and do camp drafting, a good handy stock horse is what I'm going to be after. And obviously in the show jumping and dressage, the warm bloods really are the world leaders in those sports. So that's why I would be looking at that. But in general, what do I look for? I really look for a horse that's willing to get with the program, willing to please. Because the problem is you put a lot of time, money and effort into a horse, and if it's just against you the whole time, just not wanting to really be part of it, it's just a struggle. And I've spent a lot of years hanging in there. It took me 7 years with one warm blood mare to, just to get a calm and quiet to work around other horses. And probably would I do that nowadays? Probably not. I probably would cut my losses earlier. A wise man said to me, there's plenty of good horses out there. Why are you persisting here? As a professional, it doesn't make you look good. With a horse that's, coming unstuck every time you take it out, and the disappointment of getting disappointed every time you take it out. I suppose the upside of it, taught me a lot of skills that I probably never would have got had I not stuck in with that horse. Well, there was a couple of warm bloods that were pretty tricky mounts. So yeah, I think these days I want a horse that wants to play the game, wants to be there, easy to train, just an enjoyable horse to ride. And so in saying that, I look at a horse's eye. That tells me a lot about a horse. Does it connect with you? Even when you walk in a stable, some horses, they'll just come up, want to check you out, and basically, want to be part of your life. And some horses, whether it be from bad experiences or just their nature, really, could take you or leave you basically. And I think that's always a good indicator. So, a horse that's sort of, hey, g'day, what's going on? And, what are we up to today? Sort of horse. So a soft-eyed horse, a horse that's probably very fluid in its joints, how it moves naturally. So, I see a lot in a horse moving out the paddock, moving around a round yard, as long as it's not being chased with a big stock whip or plastic bag. I just want to see it naturally move out. Is it forward moving? Is it a bit behind? As far as, is it a bit sluggish, or is it pick itself up and go? I do like a horse with a little bit of life and energy. They're just much easier to direct. In saying that, for novice riders, I've found that a horse that's a bit lazier is better. But when you get along and want to direct that energy, a horse with more spark about it is a little easier to train. I look at how it comes off the ground. Is it light off its feet? Does it want to move forward? And has it got a good mind? Does it want to be with me and listen and then you have a lot of fun together, basically. So probably is it emotionally sound when I go to look at it? Is it relaxed? Does it like people? And is it moving out free, just in its natural state? That'd probably be two things that I would look for. Obviously I'm looking for the soundness issues. Has it got good legs, good feet? Is it a well-conformed horse? And last but not least, I'm a bit partial to a pretty horse. I sort of like a horse with a nice head, good head on it. So I like the pretty ones. So, and if you're going to put time into a horse, you may as well have a good-looking one. They all take the same to train. So so they're just a few things I would look for anyway when looking for a horse for me personally. Breeds when you're looking for a child's pony. Well, I don't think there's necessarily any breed that's better than another for a child's pony. I think it's an individual thing. You look at the pony is that pony suitable in its temperament? I'm a little bit partial to the Welsh Mountain ponies. They've got a great disposition, a little bit smart. They're quite clever, so don't underestimate them. But they're generally very kind ponies. We've got I think 20 Welsh Mountain Section A ponies here. We've had a couple of Section B Welsh ponies, but they've all just been really nice natured, happy ponies, and they want to be with you, and I find that they're very dependable with the children. So yeah, I am a bit partial to those. They're very cute and pretty. They've got the cute factor going on, especially for our filming the Pony Power show and the Pony Fairy series. They've certainly got the looks to go with them as far as first ponies. So yeah, I like the riding. I like the Welsh ponies. The riding ponies can be a little bit sharper ponies, a little bit more sensitive. So they do look good. They look like little thoroughbreds, the English riding ponies. So I think you just got to be a little bit careful to find the right temperament for that's going to suit your child. So there are a couple of breeds, but the good old mongrel pony, the Bitzer, never underestimate a pony that doesn't necessarily have a breed, but has been a good temperamented pony for another family that will do a good job for your child. So yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily go on breed, I'd go on an individual pony in that instance.
Thank you for your interview today, Jennifer, and for giving us a small insight into life at the Pony Power stables. That concludes our interview series with Jennifer S. Walker. Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoyed them.